Hello and welcome to the Hub. This video is a follow-up video to logging in for the first time, and it's for students who are logging in for late April. So basically when you go into the Hub, this is what you're going to see, and it's a lot of stuff, and it's not as hard as it looks. You just have to sort of do what I'm telling you to do, go to the certain places, and only click on the menus that I'm asking you to. And if you do that, it's not a very hard website to use. Now, the first thing you want to do is when you get to this website here, you want to click, touch the waffle. Okay, so the waffle will expand, and the course, all our stuff is under 5A, 5B, Science and Technology, grade 5, and it has my name, 1920, right? All of the courses there. Okay, and that's really the only site that you need. So this is how the site looks when I log in, but I'm going to view it as a student. So this is how it's going to look when you log in, right? Now, again, there is quite a bit of stuff here, but I'm only going to highlight a few things. And if all you start with are, 2 or 3 items, that's perfect, right? So the first thing I would do when I log in is I would look around the activity feed. There's announcements, okay? So the announcements are on one side, and the activity feed is just sort of things for you to consider. The first one we're going to look at is checklist. So the checklist is where I put items that you should work on for today. So if I touch checklist, okay, and then it says our daily checklist, and I touch there, this will come up. Okay, so here's today's checklist, and then feedback form. So on the activity feed, there's a feedback form. There's a due date because I need the information from at a certain time. And when you're finished doing an item, it even allows you could check a box, right? Okay, I'm done that, right? I don't see the check, but maybe it helps you. And then there's another due date. So it's organized in a way that you can kind of see what you should do today and what you should do tomorrow. Okay, so that's the first thing, is the checklist icon, right? Now we want to go back home to where the site opens up. So the course home is the house icon at the top, and if you touch course home, you see the main site where you enter. Okay, the next most important part, and there's really just 2 more, is content. Content's very important. So if I go to content, this is basically where the lessons are. Okay, so here, so we can go to language, for instance, and if you can go to maybe historical fiction, right? And then there's the lesson, and then that's the lesson you would follow, and then it brings you to a document for you to read, right? So you would touch the Journal of Rosemary Smithson, and then it'll bring you to the Journal of Rosemary Smithson, okay? And then there's an activity at the bottom, but that's particular to that activity, because once this activity is done, then you're not going to see the Journal of Rosemary Smithson anymore, so then you could expand this arrow, and then there's Oclium, right? And then there's other things like, here's the math lesson. So math is the subject, and you scroll down and you open it, then it'll tell you there's the lesson, right? So the lessons will change depending on what we're doing. I'll take lessons away that we don't need, okay? And you get the idea for science and everything, right? Now, I would go back to course home. Now, often also there are assignments. So assignments is the next tab. And if I click on it, you'll see that here's the assignment. This assignment we started, but we are also we're extending it because we haven't gone that far yet, right? So basically that's it. The most important ones to remember are course home. Okay, course home will take you back to the start of the website. Content will give you all the subjects, right? And then the lessons scroll down. And then the checklist tells you what you should be working on today, but you really should progress on what you're able to finish. Okay, so hopefully this video is helpful. Good luck. And if you need more help, please contact me.